What's going on YouTube? Steven the Salon Guy here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about a men's haircut that I think is probably the best haircut all year round. Doesn't matter if it's in the summertime, if it's in the wintertime. This is something that is a very, very versatile haircut, and I know you're probably saying this is such a short haircut. Well, I'm going to explain to you why I think this is a great haircut for anyone who's got the hair type like this that can pull it off. So let's get started. Okay, so when you're looking at this particular haircut, I know you're saying this mannequin is so realistic and good looking, it's ridiculous. But anyway, the reason I like this particular haircut is, one, let's start with the sides and through here. So this is a number 1 guard, blended up all the way to, I'd say like a number 2, then a 3, and then the rest is all cut by hand to where the top is probably about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and the longest point is in the front, which is no more than 2 inches or so right in through here. Now, the reason I like this, one, is because when you have a nice tapered look like this, it always looks clean cut. All right, so if you're a professional, whatever type of field you're in, it's gonna look neat, okay? No matter what you're doing, this is always gonna look neat. Now, notice it's not, skin where it's like extremely short, where it's completely bald, but I think having a little bit of hair here actually keeps it a little softer. So it's great for any type of work environment. It's great for even if you're back to school. It's really an ideal length to keep it very, very tidy. And then obviously having it faded up has a nice transition. And the focal point now goes from here into right here. So when you're looking at any type of haircut, there's always got to be a focal point when it comes to the haircut, right? Whether it's a design back here or something. I always like to have the focal point for men's haircuts usually right into the front area, which means this is the first area that everyone's going to be looking at. So you have to make sure you have a haircut that's going to be complementary to the person's look or to your look. So with this particular hairstyle, because of the fact that you do have a little bit of length in through here, it's not a complete buzz cut. It has a very, very nice, sophisticated type of look in through here. It's great for pretty much any occasion. I think this is something that is a great haircut for any age person, and it's got a lot to it. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, this is so short. How is this possible that it could be so versatile? Now, here's a couple of things. If you do want to wear this a bit longer in the front, okay, that's totally fine. But just keep in mind, the minute you have hair that's a certain length in the front, you then have to worry about how it's going to lay, the style of it. If it's too long, say it comes down to here, is it going to start falling down your face? Is the style going to hold up? All right, obviously that's where hair products come in. But the reason I like this length, and again, it really depends on the actual haircut itself, how well it's cut. But this is something that you literally can towel dry after you get out of the shower real quick, right? Even if you got the hair all standing up like this, you can literally work it in. You can use a very minimal amount of product, and it's literally styled in seconds, right? It's styled in seconds, and yes, it's short, but look, you could also tame it down. You can kind of bring it over to the side. You can create almost like a slight side parting like this. As long as the hair is a certain length and a certain amount of movement in through here, you can actually create some pretty versatile looks with it, right? You can also wear it all down if you want to. The hair's not going to go down right now, but you can wear kind of like a little bit of a old school Caesar or like a kind of a fringe. You can really do a lot if the hair is actually a certain length, and yes, a somewhat shorter length. Look in through here, we can get a lot of texture, right? We can actually spike the whole thing up if we wanted to. So you can see just within seconds, I've created a bunch of different looks, right? You can use a variety of different products for mine. You can use Clutch, you can use Hustle, you can use Pregame, you can use Talc, which is the matte powder. I mean, the only thing I wouldn't really necessarily use on something like this is probably a pomade, because a pomade is designed to add some slickness to the hair to make it look like it's going to be more of a sleek, shiny look. With this, you want to have a little bit of texture to it, whether it's fully matte or kind of a natural shine. So, the maintenance on a haircut like this, I would probably say once every 3 to 4 weeks, all right? Because if you're getting a haircut this good, because I've done these, hundreds and hundreds of times, it will grow out looking pretty good, okay? So that's where, again, if you're going to the right stylist or the right barber, they'll know how to cut your hair so that it grows out looking good. So you may be able to stretch this every 5 to 6 weeks, right? The sides will be coming in a bit longer, but it'll still have a nice style to it, and you'll be able to actually, work this in, right? If it goes a little bit longer than you want. But I would say, 4 weeks or so, 3 to 4 weeks would be an ideal time to get your hair cut for something like this, to constantly keep it tidy. Again, it's not a skin fade. It's a very kind of commercialized, edgy, sophisticated, fun look. It's something that I think is a great universal haircut. Now you're all probably wondering, what types of hair would be great for this? Curly hair, not really, because this hair is pretty much straight. With curly hair, you can achieve this type of look, but just keep in mind this length right here will be kind of curly, right? So you may not have as much flexibility with having it stand straight up. You might have to blow dry it straight, if put effort into it, or you can scrunch it and wear it curly. Not to say that that will look bad, it just depends on, your stylist or barber can kind of help you with that. Also, Asian hair types, this works great for. Spanish, anyone who's got really kind of thick, straight hair. If you have, finer texture hair, blonde hair, this works great for that too. Basically, you need to have, medium density as far as the amount to thick or a lot of hair, but the texture itself could be on the finer side, could be on the thicker side. Again, it just depends on how it's cut. You got to make sure that there's texture added to it, meaning like point cutting to create those little shorter pieces that'll help support the style. And you have to have the right product. It really comes down to the haircut itself, I'll be honest with you. So I just want to share this with you guys. I was looking through some of my mannequins and I said, wow, this is a really, really nice haircut. And I want to kind of talk to you guys about what I think is a great ideal haircut, for summer, any season, So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have this haircut, if it's something you may, consider, if it's something that you wish you can get or whatever. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.